very audible.
Hello?
We're waiting for you. What are you doing?
I'm coming, dude. I'm on my way home. We just got done
Eating
Hurry
what?
the fuck
I'm on
up.
my way home from Soda's Point.
Boyce says hurry the fuck up. We're all sitting right here,
we went
dude.
down to do... Well, I'm getting there. Give me a minute.
I got my pajamas on for this shit, bro.
I'll be there.
All right.
Oh,
By the way, ask him if he had a mudslide that put his dick in the dirt.
Did you have a mudslide that put your dick in the dirt?
I think he hung up.
He hung up.
That bitch.
We're definitely not waiting for him. What's up, guys? Welcome to the newest episode of Emergency Stop, the #1 podcast if you fucking like punishing yourself, I guess. I don't know. Ooh, that went full dark mode. Boyce,
Dark mode.
Yo,
what in the fuck are you wearing?
my Christmas pajamas.
How are those Christmas pajamas?
Because I had Santa Claus riding a dinosaur. That's all.
I have to ask, is it a onesie?
Yeah.
Is it like
Fuck
silky?
yeah.
It looks very silky.
Oh, fuck me. That was stupid.
Oh my god, dude, look at it. It is a onesie.
I'm
Can you-
just picturing some really
I
cool
almost-
shit.
I almost
Can you give me a
sneezed.
link to those? I might order a pair.
I'll have to ask Diana where she got them from.
All right.
She's the coordinator.
What Boyce drops his daughter off at school wearing. It's like, have a nice day, honey. I love
Don't play
you.
with me. I am the
Does
king
it-
of embarrassment. I have no fucking pride or ego. I don't
But-
care.
But does it have the butt flap?
No butt flap. I am going to get some of those.
Aw. You could
Those
add
are
your
must
own.
have.
Easy
That's
enough.
that's what makes it truly adult.
That's right.
the butt flap.
The butt flap.
The butt
Oh,
That's right. You have a laser cutter. You can add your own.
that's
So
right.
when Jimmy gets PJs, does his PJs have a throat flap?
God damn. Speaking of
Too
Jimmy,
soon.
look what he just sent me.
What is it?
It's a
Peach?
peach Kolsch,
I don't know what is Kolsch.
a beer.
Oh, imagine.
Wait, fruit and a beer? Ugh.
Fucking old bitch. Can't even
Fucking
show up in
Jimmy.
time. So what's up, guys? How you doing?
Just chilling, man. I got the smoker going today. Smoking some chicken.
Nice.
I'm just
'Cause I'm
trying
on
to get
that
the
health
voice to
kick.
Come back.
Yeah, you sound fine, Matt. You sound better than you did last time you were on a podcast.
way better today. Way better.
I was gonna
Last
say,
time we talked, you sounded like you met Jimmy's throat doctor.
It was wonderful. It was very just sexual experience. It was very tasty.
He was
But
very
she's-
happy to see you.
Step away from the cigarettes, man.
Miranda's trying to put the kids to
Eight
bed,
packs a day.
and if she gets them to bed successfully, she will be joining us for the bonus episode
Oh,
tonight,
nice.
Hey,
which is
Ayo.
cool.
that's awesome.
I was waiting for
and,
Boyce to go. There's a bonus episode.
Bonus round.
What?
That was the best
Tonight?
moment of my life.
But I got my jammies on.
And we'll see you in the next one. What's
Yeah,
up, guys? And welcome to the bonus. And Boyce is just like, what?
I gotta go to bed.
Gee, you said that in your head, maybe.
Oh, for sure. For sure. While I was staring at the camera.
And then there was another peach.
Mm.
Yeah. They just keep coming.
You're gonna leave that alone.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
what have you been up to, Alex? What do you got going on? How you doing?
I'm fucking up.
I know what you've been doing. Look at that pile that keeps growing behind your fucking head back there. Holy
I don't
shit!
Yeah, that's all. So that's all stuff.
That was
Pile, you
half
mean-
the
you
size
mean-
yesterday.
Pile,
No,
you
no.
mean mountain.
Yeah, Tuesday that was not even half of that size.
Yeah, I have a giant like cardboard divider box down here under this desk too. That's just it's full
Wait.
already. I need a second one.
Is
That
called a
ranger is
kiosk?
starting to develop a bow.
What, Matt?
I said that's called a kiosk. You now have a mall
It's
kiosk.
it's getting to mall kiosk levels. They're Pokemon cards.
You like Pokemon? You come see me. I have card for you.
Dude, it's fun, man. I'm having a blast. I am winning on like pretty much everything that I've been buying. So I've been like on eBay trying to hunt for the unpicked like Pokemon card binders because most of the binders on there have been just like completely picked through. So people are selling binders full of literal trash
like
And,
energy cards and penny stock.
Yeah, they just try to like hide the fact. They do all kinds of sneaky stuff to hide the fact that the binder had already been picked through. So if you do it the right way, you can find the people that are literally clearing out their attics, and they're just like, I
want to get rid of this.
I just want them gone. Yeah. And I've been scoring on them. I picked up one today, came in the mail. It was $78. It had $180 worth of cards in it. So it's like I made $100.
Did you open them
today.
yet? Or are you gonna did you open them? Or are you reselling them? Like, what's the plan?
Well, they're in binders, so they're old. They're like vintage cards.
I thought you said you got boxes.
Well, I get boxes too. I got tins. I get the packaged stuff up there. The packaged stuff up there, I'm going to use for this channel. If you are listening to the podcast, we upload it to YouTube too under Emergency Stop, which I changed. I changed to my first and last name, so the channel name is just my name now, because I want to try uploading some stuff that isn't laser related, just for fun, just because I've never done that really, and I
mix it up.
Yeah, just occasional. We shot a first episode. Kyle was there for it. Kyle and Chris and Rhiannon were on, and
I was there for it for an hour.
Unboxed some like Pokemon shit, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to do some more of that. If you're into that, if you're not, then I don't know. Just keep listening to the podcast.
On top of getting the Pokemon card re-injected the need to open packs back into my system by you, I'm also getting it from the back for my girlfriend too. So that
did you say that sentence again?
Getting it.
Oh, you heard me. You heard me.
Flap?
Yeah, the butt flap.
So
what are you gonna say?
So the pack that I
calls it the pokey flap.
The Pika flap.
The butt flap.
There you go.
The butt
Pika flap.
So I don't know if the photo sent to you earlier, but I took a photo and I thought I sent it, and I'm not seeing it in my history now. But she just hooked me up with a tin with I think there's a vintage pack in there.
Is it a new tin or an old tin?
I don't know, because I don't know enough about it.
Well,
but it comes with random stuff in it. It was completely sealed. We took the plastic off to see what was in it, because I guess the packs in it are randomized.
Yeah.
There's like a 6 or 7 year old booster pack in there.
Ooh, that's
so with that. Some newer stuff mixed in. Yeah. So I'll hold that for our next episode.
I keep getting tins like this, where it's a collector's tin, but it's literally filled with like cigarette butts and like loose cards, and I've been digging through them, and I'm actually like, occasionally, dude, I'm like, there's good stuff in here. Like this particular tin is just like loaded with hollows. Like it clearly hasn't been picked through. Like people would know that this is a $3 card, and it's just sitting in this tin full of rubber bands and old condoms, so
hopefully they're not used old condoms.
I was just picturing the imagery of that, and it's like,
I'm just, what, dude,
score.
Call them as I see them.
Hopefully they're not used old condoms. That's all I'm gonna say.
What, Boyce?
I was gonna say, people collecting Pokemon cards back then weren't using condoms for intended use, probably just for like blow-ups.
Yeah,
like a glove.
True that.
My brother told me he'd trade me for this really cool water balloon. Check it out, guys.
Are you into Pokemon cards at all, Matt? Because you nod your head when I'm talking about it, like you know what I'm talking about.
I know about Pokemon. I know about card collecting because I used to play Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering was the shit when I was in middle school.
Dude, it's the shit now.
And it's still, I wasn't done. I was going to say, and it's still really fun. But the problem is, like, now I have other things that instead of all of my money going to, like, fun card games, I have to apparently, like, pay bills and feed my children and, dumb shit like that. And so, I know, like, apparently the state will take them from you and stuff. It's very, stupid. But it's very nuanced. But
It's just like low
yeah,
key BS joke, dude.
yeah, basically they're just like, hey, you have to bathe them. They need new clothes and stuff like that. Apparently, they have to have glasses when they can't see things. So it's very, like I said, nuanced. There's a lot of gray area there. Uh, but this actually is like the same thing. And my problem is just like with lasers. Once I get into something, I get into it 300%.
Yeah,
Me too. So, yep. And that's like my issue. Like Kyle actually was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna start playing World of Warcraft again. You want to play with me?" And I immediately told him I cannot, because I used to have a World of Warcraft credit card where God. You would spend money, and instead of like cashing your rewards in for like airplane miles or cash money, you got playtime. And I used to literally whip my credit card out like at Best Buy to buy something, like anywhere I'd go, like $5, $10, whatever, just so I could be like, yes, one more month. And I think overall I have like 3,000 or 4,000 hours logged. I was one of the first, like I was in the guild that like first conquered Molten Core and Blackwing Lair and like all that stuff, Blackrock Depths, BRD, all that stuff. And so that's where like I know the fun that comes with opening cards and collecting cards, especially if you play like tournaments and stuff. Like when you build a deck that has synergy and it's cracking and you're just like ripping people apart and you're like, fuck yeah. So I know that if I did that, any money that I have that is currently actually helping me build revenue and helping me like make my life better would just be like gone, because I have zero extra dollars. So that's where I'm living vicariously through you and Kyle at the moment. So when I nod my head, I'm like, yeah, get my fix.
I wish Chris was here. Chris has probably like $7,000 of Magic cards.
Oh yeah, we talked the other day when we were waiting for you. Like we talked for like a long time. Like he actually got me to load into the TCG, right? Isn't that what it's called? TCG
player.
There it is. Yeah. And we were like looking back, I need to go find my Magic cards. Apparently I have like 4 or 5 that are worth thousands of dollars.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they're like 20. And I think he thought I was bullshitting him, because I was like, actually, I think my card's from Unlimited. And he was like, look at you knowing stuff. And I was like, yeah, man, I know things. Speaking about stuff that's old as shit. Hey, Jimmy.
What's up, Jimmy.
That's a good segue.
How's it going, bud?
He too, dude. He calls me last night and he's like, I either made the biggest mistake of my life or the best decision ever. And
Rhiannon's sitting right next to him, by the way. Like, what the fuck?
She literally was. She literally was. That literally was exactly what happened. And he goes, I spent $2,000 on a binder of Pokemon cards.
Oh my God.
What the
How
fuck?
big was the binder, though?
Dude, it was like 5 pages, but
oh no.
Here's the thing. So he swears, and I looked at the listing and I see it too. He swears he sees a first edition base set shadowless holographic Charizard in that binder.
Those are the $10,000 ones, right?
That is correct. So
I see. That's what I'm saying. I know about these things.
Like literally the ones that are like falling apart and hanging on by a thread on the corners are like $7,000.
Oh yeah.
So he's fairly certain that is in there, and I happen to agree. He had already purchased it by the time he had called me, but like shit, dude, like that would be a
I wonder if that's like a bait and switch where the guy literally has one of those and just shoves it in
every binder.
And then he's like this right here, like let me just. So he knows the people like Chris will see that and be like, here you go.
If that's the case, then we're going to be doing some first-hand testing of eBay's buyer protection. You know?
I was going to say, that's where you just take the photos that he used when he bought it and repost them.
Oh, yeah, and you bet your ass that we have screenshots of all of that, too.
So back in the day, when did Pokemon cards come out? I mean...
96?
90s.
Yeah, mid to late 90s.
So say you were into it back then for maybe 2 years and you just put them in a box, and so now all of a sudden we're at present day and you got like thousands of dollars you could have?
Yeah.
You could.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, thousands of dollars.
That's exactly what you're seeing go up on eBay.
Thousands of dollars.
No shit.
So Jimmy,
yeah, man.
Before you got here, we were talking about there's another game called Magic the Gathering, which is a card game just like that.
Yeah.
I had a card when I was in high school that I sold to a guy for $1,500, and it paid for it was one card, $1,500. It paid for my whole ski trip to Colorado. It's the only time I've
Nice.
ever seen snow in my whole life. And I almost died. Almost got hit by. I literally got out of.
time.
I got out of Colorado airport, Denver, Colorado airport, ran to the street because I was like, snow. And I was taking a picture of sleet, apparently, and I almost got run the fuck over. It was like, my friend's like, that's not even snow. He's like, that's gray shit in the ditch. And I was like, oh, okay. And like a bus literally almost took me out.
Jesus Christ.
So, of course, then we get to like,
how old were you then?
I was 18. I still have only seen, that's the only time I've ever seen snow is that 4-day period. But that same card, so going back, that same card right now is worth $50,000 to $60,000.
Holy
So if I would have just held on to it and got a fucking loan, I could basically pay off my house or buy a car. So, and I've got a box right now that's got $2,000 or $3,000 cards and it's sitting at my parents' house. So I gotta, hopefully they didn't, I swear to God, if my mom's like, well, I sold that at a garage sale for $10. I can't even be mad at her because they have been sitting at their house for like 25 years.
Yeah.
But I
well,
can't.
It's just like anything else, It's just like anything else, That shit costs money now. Where back in the day, it was like fucking peanuts. I'll just throw it out,
What'd you guys play with in the 1800s? Is that like a?
I think that was the cup and ball era, right?
My pecker.
It's a hoop and a stick. Hoop and a stick.
Hoop and a stick.
That's how you determined if there was honey in a tree, right?
That's
Bees.
right.
You just stuck it in a hole.
That's right.
If you got stung,
Jimmy's already reached his maximum tolerance for being called old this episode and wandered away. So just I was saying, like the tins, like you find the ones that haven't been picked through. This is the stack of hollows that I've already pulled out of the tin in the amount of time that we've been talking. This is how many foils. Just cut off the top. I did
not get picked through.
But they're all at least 8 years old foils in like mint condition. And
all right. So my question for you though, what is it about Pokemon cards that get you so like riled up? Like there's
I like
money.
I like Magic cards too.
Money.
I like Magic cards too, but I'm a 90s kid, so I grew up with fucking Pokemon hardcore.
Oh, dude, right?
So that helps. And then on top of that, there's too many Magic cards to start now, I think.
There's like 15 different sets, man.
Yeah,
it's an even bigger investment than Pokemon, which is saying a lot.
The sets are bigger. There are more of them, and the individual cards are significantly more expensive. Pokemon, you can just pick up like a $3, $4 booster pack and pull a $200 card. It doesn't happen very often, but you can, and that kind of applies across the board into like, the eBay buys and things like that. Also, I feel like it's easier to find unpicked stuff for Pokemon than it is for Magic.
So for you, it's not the game, it's the collecting.
No, like playing the TCG game? No way. Yeah, that sucks. I would... there's video games, dude. If I want to play Pokemon, I'll go pick up like Scarlet and Violet when that comes out, and I'll play that. For
me, Magic the Gathering was like
the card game. Yeah, and it always had a stronger base for that too. I mean, there are people that play Pokemon seriously, but Magic has always been like the kids sitting out on the lawn on the college campus, like playing between classes and stuff. That's always been the scene.
So to me, Magic the Gathering is not sitting in a courtyard like that. It's going to the card shop. It's really dingily lit, or I don't even know how to say it. Dimly lit. Yeah, dingy and it's like dingy lighting. There you go. Thank you for being. You should be an English teacher.
Got you, bro.
But like dingy lighting, sitting next to the guy who has to talk like this, like the little lisp type thing, and he's like, actually, when you think about it, it's very meta. And so it's really good. And he doesn't really know how to use the whole stick of deodorant on his armpit. Like you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh no! If you've been to a card shop, Jimmy, and it's usually at a tournament.
Shop in his life.
It's a tournament where like one guy, when you're doing a draw tournament, decides to flip the fucking table over, and is just like, "God damn it, bullshit!" and like flips the table over and storms out. Like at least once per.
You sound like Seth Green in Robot Chicken when he plays the nerd.
Oh yeah, the guy who talks like this right here. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. But like that's it, dude. Like I mean, that is why that game is so dope to me. Like it's just awesome. Like I've got so many memories tied to that. So good
and
times.
dude, I mean, like the cards are fucking cool for Magic too. I mean,
Well, the stories are cool.
The Pokemon ones are cool too, but the Pokemon's like, I don't. They're just two sides of the same coin, right? Pokemon's like bright and hopeful and cheery and fun, and Magic is like dark and depressing.
Your soul has been devoured.
Yeah,
like,
hardcore, like much more metal.
I used to watch the cartoon, but my favorite was Pikachu. You know, Pikachu.
That's everybody's favorite, Jimmy.
All right, I have a question real quick.
Mascot of the company.
For Jimmy and Boyce, were you guys sports card collectors? Boyce, you muted.
Nope.
You never collected sports cards,
It's
Jimmy?
Peach. No,
Yes.
I did not.
I did.
Boyce, what did you collect? Were you baseball?
Baseball,
Actually-
football,
actually-
basketball.
So
Yeah.
wait. So I have questions about this. So does it work the same way as like my Pokemon cards, except like the sets
Yeah.
are the years?
Yeah,
And
the value, like no, it's more like rookie cards. You get their first year, you don't know they're going to be great yet, so it's like an early investor. Like you just happen to get the rookie cards.
Can't you just
5
buy
or 10
all
years
the
later,
rookie
it's a
cards,
big turn.
and then all of your bases are covered? Like, why don't people just do that? Buy all the rookie cards every year.
They do. I did. Yeah, I bought a whole box of just the rookies from an entire season. Like let's say, whatever fuck year, 1990 or some shit, right? And you guys were like, fucking running down your dad's leg or some shit.
I was 7.
I like that, Boyce. That's good. That's funny. That's funny.
That was just the best part, by the way.
Yeah.
But yes, the keepers. But yeah, so like I would just buy literally just the rookie set, every single rookie that played that year, and just get everybody once. You know, you paid a premium, but that's what I'm on. And I was a pretty serious class. I was a hardworking kid, man. And so like I would buy the cards. I even got one of like a golf guy named Payne Stewart, who actually died tragically. He won the championship, then he died in an airplane crash. And then it just so happened to come out with his first golf baseball card, like a Topps or Stadium, whatever the company was. So I had all those fuckers.
Yeah, Topps is the one. They were the best.
And I had like a lot of cards. And I was the kind of a kid that like if I like Detroit Lions, so I would find one of every single player that was a starter, and like I'd have organize my stuff like that.
Oh.
Literally, at the middle row was the offensive line. I'd organize them like a formation and shit. I was a little fucking sports freak, man.
That's a team that's tough to be a fan, dude.
So
You damn right, I'm still here.
Where are these cards now? Boys?
Well, I had a flood in my house from a faulty water line,
Oh man.
so I had to make a insurance claim.
Mm,
That was like 20 years ago.
yeah.
That sucks.
Yep. And of course, the baseball cards value plummeted because there's no demand. It's all supply and demand and rarity, just like Pokemon.
I did play with the baseball cards. I had a bunch of cards, and and I stack them and whatever. And then one day, I guess my cousin was over one day, and he took a what do you call it? You pop a hole in it and to put it in your.
It's a condom, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Condom.
he popped holes in all the cards, so I just threw them all out.
Oh, a hole punch.
Hole punched them.
Yeah, whole bunch of them. Yeah,
That's savage, dude.
and I had a lot. I actually
What did you do to him?
Them on purpose?
Did you beat the shit out of him?
He just at the time, we're like what? I think I was 12, maybe 13, and I just opened them up. I said, "Yep." I said, "Oh, okay," and I just threw them in a garbage can.
Can you imagine if your Pokemon
I
if
know. I don't even want to think about it.
shit?
That's and at that point, you Pink Floyd him with the hole punch. You just take his nipples off with it.
At that point in time, I wasn't smart enough to punch him in the face, but I am now. But
Now, see, this is when you
This
is when you go Full Metal Jacket with a bar of soap and a really long sock and just
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
no bruises,
Yeah.
bruises.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
fuck.
but that was like a long. I mean, it was a shoebox, and I had it all filled up with baseball cards.
All right, what's one of the shittiest things you ever did to your sibling? Because that reminds me, like for
You got all
revenge,
night?
by the way.
How long you got?
No,
How
like
long you got?
I'll never forget my brother. That reminds me of a time my brother, he did models, right? Like that was his hobby. It was models, since we're going with hobbies
He
here.
did models.
He did. He just made models. Oh yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah.
I thought
Okay,
he-
sorry.
I thought he did models.
I'll let you look at his picture and make that decision yourself. But anyways, so like maybe like
Brutal.
the husky models.
That
But
is
anyways,
brutal.
so heyo. So like he literally had like this Batman. Do you guys remember the Michael Keaton Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one of the best Batmans. Like he really did a good job. My brother spent hours on this Michael Keaton Batmobile model, and it had like the little bombs that would actually, like when you pulled the little lever inside, the little bombs on the wheels would shoot out and
Oh,
like
nice.
like retract and stuff.
Michael Keaton is like Jack Nicholson Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's just
Okay.
Yeah.
so basically like my brother just spent hours and hours and hours on this thing, right? And basically he's 5 years older than me. So when he was 15, I was 10. So I could never beat him up. I could never do anything. He could always just beat the crap out of me. So one day he took us, like he had messed with me, and I was like, I'm gonna get you back. And so when he left to go somewhere that day, I went into his room, took the model off of the stand because he had it on a stand, like with a light on it and everything.
Yeah.
I took it down and I just took a hammer and just smashed the shit out of it. And I put all the pieces into a bag and I put it back on the stand.
Nice.
He
Nice.
came back and I knew that he was going to beat the shit out of me, dude. I have never been beaten up. Actually, now I've been beaten up pretty good before, but that's probably in the top 2 or 3. So that's just saying. That's
But it was worth it though, right?
like
It was
I don't know if you guys have ever seen like when the Joker gets beaten up, like when Heath Ledger Joker gets beaten up.
Where is he?
Yeah, and he's like, ah! Like that's
Yeah.
pretty much what it was
Where's Harvey Dent? Where is he?
like. That's it. I was getting the shit knocked out of me, and I was like, like looking the blood, like just it was wonderful. That's one of those like moments, and I know that's terrible, but
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. That's
I mean,
called.
at least you got
that's
to be happy about the worst thing you did to your brother. The worst thing I did to my brother was fucking bang his girlfriend. So,
why are we going dark, Alex?
I didn't bang her, but I dated her like right after they broke up. It was rough. She was too young for me. Not a good time.
I don't think the age was the problem there.
What was the problem?
She had big boobs.
No.
Jimmy, what the fuck? I love how I was like, let's stick with hobbies.
You didn't say let's stick with hobbies. You
I
said
did.
what's the worst thing you did to your sibling?
That's fair. That's fair. But I mean,
I
that
would
is a
say
hobby. They spend a lot of
Yeah,
time.
that could have easily been my hobby. You don't know.
That's
I was-
fair. Like Chris brings someone over and Alex is sitting there like,
I got
for
you
those
next.
of you who cannot see me
I
right
got
now,
you next.
Mr.
Where the
Burns
world
like
of
curling my
Carmen San
hands.
Diego theme starts to play in the background of like rubbing my hands.
All right, Boyce, you were gonna say yours. What was it?
My brother had all of his friends stay tonight in our
Uh-oh.
trailer,
Yeah.
and so there's no room for these fucking people. And so they all fall asleep, got all sugar hied up, and just crashed. So in the middle of the night, I got up, I tied every one of those motherfuckers' hands and feet together to each other in one huge human chain. And then
Oh
I
my
let the
God.
dog- Then I let the dog out of the room, and he's normally supposed to go outside to go piss, I just let him
Right.
go. And he wound up peeing on a couple of kids. He got excited. He had an
So-
excitable bladder. Motherfucker
Yeah.
pissing.
I love how I had like this really good PG thing, and Boyce is making a human centipede.
No,
Like, what the fuck?
That's pretty funny though.
But I tied them like their arms were like tied under the couch and shit, and the dining room chair, like so all the furniture's fucking moving. They're trying to get up, and it's like that.
Oh my
They hurt a little
God.
bit. So I did a
You
bunch of
tied
pieces
them
of
to
rope.
furniture, so this was your first attempt at
I-
BDM.
I tied
or
them
whatever?
all together, but I made the rope go under and around all the couch and the furniture and shit, so they couldn't get up. And
Oh
move.
my
They're,
god,
they're not getting up and moving around. Yeah.
They all had like rope burns and shit.
that's
on their
not
wrists and
super
ankles.
villain level, but that's like arch nemesis. Like you're
Yeah.
you're up a peg on that one.
It's like-
I
it's like
smashed something.
all you
Spy
guys.
versus
is what it was.
spy.
Yeah, like I'm over here at level 1, just like me smash things.
Wait,
then you
so
got Boyce who's
I have
like,
a
I waited
question.
till they
So
slept.
You said they were all sugar hied up.
Yeah, they just
You're
was
telling me
eating food.
They
and
literally just had sugar and they were
Trash.
out hard enough that you could tie them all together and to furniture without waking them.
pretty much.
You underestimate his sneakiness.
Dear
Well,
God.
these are like fucking high school kids. These motherfuckers went to sleep, bro.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
I just
but
made
still-
I just made a bunch of little slip knots out of them, you know, because I could tie knots. So I just made little slip knots and slid them on there and just tightened them up. Tight the next motherfucker. I was
Pretty
sick.
good to your
funny as
brother.
hell.
That's the worst thing you've ever did.
Well,
He's gonna tell us on the air.
that and just box. Like we grew up with boxing gloves. We go outside and fight all the time, you know.
Oh, dude,
Yep,
yeah.
that would be how I was brought up. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We would have like tournaments on the weekends in a trailer park. Everybody come with $1 and put it in a hat, and we'd all make a tournament bracket, you know, and just draw random names and fight each other for 5 minutes.
Yep.
My
By the
mom
way-
used to put like ibuprofen or Tylenol or whatever on the windowsill and say, "You guys be good."
The part that Boyce left out of his story, by the way, is when he said sugar high crash, he meant chloroformed. He chloroformed all those fucking
Yeah.
kids.
Does this smell like
Breathe deep.
chloroform?
Yeah, breathe deep.
Yeah. Does this smell like
At
chloroform?
least the neighborhood aggression when Boyce was a kid was straightforward. My neighbor came over one
God.
day, and my brother and I were playing in the backyard, and we were trying to build a fort out of like sticks and leaves. And he was like, "Oh no, guys, you're using the wrong kind of leaves." And we're like, "Oh, well, what?"
Oh, no.
And he's like,
Oh boy.
He's like, "You want these long ones, you know, with like the pointy ends? These ones will keep the rain out." So we built this whole fucking fort in the backyard with these long, like, you know, reddish tinted leaves, and then we had head to toe like poison oak
Oh
with
my
ivy
God.
or whatever for like
What the
weeks
fuck
Yeah.
is
after
that?
dude. It was
Poison ivy's like
That's
nothing,
some
but
like
poison,
that's some
poison-
super villain shit.
poison oak.
it
is
was fun,
horrible.
dude, and it was everywhere because
Oh.
we didn't know. So it's not like
No.
it's not like we went in for the day and like washed up, you know, like we were touching dicks and touching
Whoa.
buttholes and fucking, you know.
That's the worst part when you
I'm
get out
hoping-
of the- when
I'm
get
hoping
out
when
of
you
the
go to the
hoot
bathroom.
nanny.
Like,
Yeah, the hoot
It kind
nanny
of
is the
it kind of
worst.
reminds me of a Boy Scout trip I went on
Oh my god. It was a
where we
Boy Scout
hiked in at
story.
night, and the older kids told us where to set up our sleeping bags because we were sleeping, you know, with no tents that night.
Mm.
They parked me and one other dude right in the middle of a poison ivy patch,
Classic.
and it was warm, so we weren't in the sleeping bag. So I woke up, rolled over in poison ivy, face down.
Was that before or
Ew.
after they sent you to go find the left-handed smoke shifter?
That never happened for me, but
Oh, bummer.
The worst position to wind up in Boy Scout camp is face down, ass up, in any position, in any field. Shit.
well, nothing was happening with me sleeping in that poison ivy. Let me tell you.
yeah, Boyce goes, ask me how I know.
The worst part. The worst
My
part
ass
is when you're
itches.
fucking scratching. It's like you got to go down. You got the more you pinch it, the better it feels. It's like
Yeah,
so
Boyce had
scratchy.
a case.
Huh?
You just gotta
Wait,
pinch it. It's like, oh,
Boyce had a
Jimmy
case.
Quote.
that is the
Jimmy quotes
worst.
never cease to fucking
Damn,
I was gonna
fucking
say,
right.
amaze me,
honest.
man.
Be honest. Come on.
The more you
ain't gonna-
pinch it,
You are not going to scratch your pecker and make it feel better when you got poison ivy. You got to pinch that motherfucker. I'm
Please
telling
clip
you.
that, Boyce. Please
Don't
clip
clip
that.
Don't clip it. Let it go. That's the truth. That's a God's honest truth, though. That is the truth.
I was gonna say,
obviously does not understand what clip it means.
nope. He goes, that's when you cut off your dick, right? That's what this happens.
let it grow at the root.
Jimmy's like,
Jesus
no,
Christ.
no, leave it in, and we're like, put it on the front page of the internet.
Exactly.
Put that on TikTok quick.
Yeah.
We'll call
Want
it
that to be the-
TikTok.
Want that to be the top Reddit post tomorrow morning.
I want
Because
on.
I have
I want.
permission, I will definitely clip the.
I want on TikTok for Jimmy to be the dick doc. That's it. So TikTok on TikTok. If your dick is itching, you just pinch it. All right. You don't scratch it. You pinch
Who's
it.
that? It
What
feels
did he
better.
say?
Hey,
What
have
did
you
he
ever
say
had
the other
poison
day
ivy
when
on
it
your
was like,
pecker? Yes or no?
No.
when
You
he-
never
no,
have. Are you
no.
fucking kidding
I've
me?
never
What
had
did
poison
Jimmy-
in my life.
Jesus,
What
where you
did
live,
Jimmy
dude?
say? Like, you just gotta stick it in her cooch or whatever. You know,
What was it?
slap it in her pussy.
Just spit on it and there's your foreplay. Get in it. That's what I said.
Oh, no, he had a very specific. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about, Kyle? Do you remember what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
What did he
Like,
say? It made you
I don't
kick him
remember.
off. You made him. It made
Yeah,
you
yeah,
kick him
yeah,
off
yeah,
the string.
yeah. I know. I got. Well, what do you call it?
What'd you
Booty.
say? Stick it in
I
her.
don't. I don't remember.
I don't either.
remember.
You dirty old bastard.
You disgusting piece of shit.
you guys are dirtier than I am. You're just not going to do it online. So we'll call
I hate
it a
that we're
day.
friends.
It sucks.
What?
I know. I hate we're friends too.
By the way, speaking of peckers, did you have a mudslide tonight that put your dirt in the dick?
No, dick in the dirt, penis. Get your shit straight.
Put your
Dick
dirt in
in
the
the
dick.
dirt. Dick in the dirt, not dirt.
That's
in the
not right.
dick.
That's not right. Maybe in the
You're killing me.
1800s.
That's called a martini. No, we didn't
Sounds
go to
like
Bay
it
Street.
hurts.
We didn't go to Bay Street. Went
Jimmy's-
to a benefit for.
Jimmy's
Doctor,
already
it's
yelling
not
at me
good.
because of,
I'm
It's
not
not
yelling
good.
at
He's
him.
got
I'm
dirt
just-
in the dick.
that's how you cure poison sumac. You put dirt in your dick.
No, you pinch it. You just pinch it.
Oh yeah. This audio is gonna be sick, by the way.
Boys, you got a lot of work to do there, buddy.
Fucking hell, this is gonna be a trash. This is trash audio.
It's just a trash show. I don't know why you're. Boyce is like always the one who's fucking surprised that this show is horrible.
I just hate it when people talk over each other, and it's like we are just it's like an hour of that. It's like
Well,
everyone's just talking
you know,
and talking. I'm like,
If they want to listen to something structured, they can go listen to Laser Source.
That's true.
You gotta get in where you fit in on emergency stop, man.
Yeah,
That's
just-
actually what Jimmy just made a sign for his shop that says that. Get in
Now,
where you fit in.
This one has been
Do what?
fucking picked through. I've gone through a stack. Remember that fat stack of hollows that I found?
Yeah.
These are the number of cards that I've gone through so far on this other 10. Nothing. Not one thing in that entire stack.
So, all right, tell me what is a tin?
It's
Like, is that like a you
It's
buy
like
a
a
tin?
it's like a box that boosters come in.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
a
okay.
box set. So
All right.
you get like a little promo card that's rare because it only comes in the tins, and
It's
then
on
you
top
get
of it.
like a couple packs. Yeah, and so, but that's not the tins I'm talking about. The tins I'm talking about are those tins that someone on eBay has just filled with fucking random cards.
Bulk cards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
My
got
Just
kids
bulk cards,
have
which actually
tons of those.
didn't turn out to be too bad of a buy because there's a ton of cards in here that I don't have yet, but they're not worth any money, so it'll fill out the binders for the collection aspect of it. But I'm not making money on this order.
So I told you that my girlfriend's into Pokemon. We have literally walls of Pokemon cards, and so part of the gift I sent to Alex was a couple of handfuls of bulk cards, and by a couple of handfuls I mean a couple hundred cards, because we filled a thing. We didn't look through those, so whatever you get is going to be a surprise for everyone involved.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I want to hear when it comes next week what you pull from that.
Is it in the mail? Did you ship it?
It's going in the mail tomorrow because I had a doctor's appointment and then USPS closed because rip.
This is gonna turn into me trying to mail something. So 6 months from now, you're gonna get that box.
No, I'm driving to USPS tomorrow morning.
Fuck, dude. You know, I'm wheeling and dealing over here. I'm trying to make my way.
Mhm.
Pokemon is a way of life.
It is a way. That's true. And it's you know, I don't know, man. I've been kind of giving myself a little bit of a vacation from work doing this. I haven't really done any editing the last week, like between Christmas and New Year's, essentially. And I'm a few days past that now. So now I'm at the point where it's like, okay, now I'm fucking up. So I need to stop fucking around with this shit soon and get back to work because I'm starting to stress myself out. Are you still working, Kyle, or are we both taking time off?
I've been intermittently taking some time. I've kind of I've been making sure I've been doing my best to keep up on like the socials and getting the support out there. But in terms of actual like production stuff, I haven't really done too much in the last week and a half.
Cool. So
No, it's not just you. I spent a lot of time cleaning, trying to reorganize and kind of getting a plan together for where I'm going to be shifting some equipment and some film stuff around.
Yeah.
To make it a little more cohesive.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited to get that done because that'll make, as many of the people who are listening, I'm sure are aware of, it's really difficult to work in an unorganized environment, right? So you got to make it what you want it to be.
Yeah.
Of course you did.
sound card.
I got a question for you guys.
Jimmy over there
sound
fucking bragging about it. He's like, hey guys, just so you know, I know you're in the middle of a conversation, but I farted.
It felt
Just-
good. I don't
Just
give
a
a
heads
shit.
up.
I don't care what you think. It felt good. Hey, there you go. See,
That's a good one.
We're good.
See,
That was a little runny, but mine was good. Mine was just a.
Hey, sometimes it dribbles out, you know.
If I said
I'm
Kyle
gonna
sound card,
repost this.
he knows that now he needs to get busy and get working.
I'm not gonna lie, Boyce, your PJs are growing on me, man.
They're comfy.
They're looking a little comfy over there. You're
They're
looking.
I wasn't lying when I said I think I'm actually going to order a onesie with a hood. That's growing on me.
It's called sleepers.
Onesies are the shit. I have a
Sleepers.
onesie as well. It is my Halloween costume that I wear every single year.
Yep.
Which Miranda and I go as matching pandas, and it's just like a gigantic. It's like a 4XL like panda costume with a giant ass and a huge panda hood. And that thing is comfy as fuck. I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
It's
Dude,
hard to
you know
find
what?
one that fits for me because I'm more round than I am tall.
Should try the panda
Proportionately.
one, dude.
Bullshit. You're lying. You're fucking tall. Shut
Well,
up.
according to Jimmy, I'm 8 feet tall. That is not the case.
Man says I'm only 5'8". I'm like, bitch, I'm 5'6". What the fuck you talking about?
I'm not
Really?
5'8", I'm 5'10".
Okay, 5'10". Really? It's even worse.
I'm 6 foot even, but I am very round.
Kyle, kneel down. Walk on your knees. Will
So
you, dude?
one thing
easy
that
killer, easy killer.
God.
It's not that everybody else is tall, Jimmy. It's that you are a midget.
Exactly. Exactly my point.
he likes to be called a little person, please.
Oh, sorry,
Yep.
little person.
But
Yep.
I do the same thing for Halloween for the past like 5 years. I've been a giant banana. I paid $20 for it on Amazon, and I shit you not, there are like moms and dads who have like full on like Avenger costumes, and one lady was Scarlet Witch and all kinds of cool shit. And I looked at him and I was like, whoa, those are like parents who are awesome. But you know what kids do when they see a giant banana walking? They go batshit crazy and they're like, it's a banana. And then literally like teenagers will be like, cool banana costume, bro. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And it's actually got like, it's actually like soiled on one side. Like it's got something like a marker exploded on it. So it looks like a rotten banana. And one guy like on one part, and this kid goes, are you a rotten banana? And I was like, to the core. And he was like, nice.
We're like, oh, I'm VD. It's VD banana, you know.
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm what
like-
happens
I'm
when
in
you
my
don't use
30s.
contraceptives, kids.
I'm 1/2 step away from not wearing costumes on Halloween at all anymore.
Oh, I did not know where that sentence was going.
I'm sure Boyce doesn't wear costumes on Halloween.
I just yelled out about
costume on, Boyce?
contraceptives. And like, never mind.
I used to host an adults only Halloween party before I had
What?
kids and
Oh.
shit. But
Oh boy, here we go.
That's
Now,
not
this
fun.
goes back to his story of one day
Now
when
I'm
he was a
getting it.
child, he tides things up.
You got my interest now. Adult. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, adults only. The
It's
end.
not a fucking sex
Nice.
party, Jimmy.
It's just adults having alcohol when their kids aren't around. It's just really.
Keep going. Keep talking.
Is
the
there a
end.
key?
Jimmy's
there a
like,
key
don't
bowl there?
stop. I'm getting a chubby.
Jimmy's like, where do you put your keys in the bowl? You draw a partner.
He's in the ball.
Jimmy's like, keep talking about this adult Halloween party while I pinch my penis and fill it with dirt.
It's itching.
You deal with
My
your
weenus.
poison ivy your own way. I'll deal with it with mine.
Right.
No, but I used to really like. I really enjoy Halloween. That's one of my favorites.
So what do you do now? Nothing.
Fucking nothing now. Just been fucking hauling kids around everywhere for fucking decades.
Well, your kids are all grown up, aren't they?
Yeah, now they are. But now actually I'm empty nesting. Except for there's a couple that are still
So
here.
why don't
just
you and
going to
Diana
college.
start throwing those fucking Halloween parties again?
We will once we get our fucking laser rooms together and stop treating our living space as a fucking workspace. We're gonna get to that point this spring. So we just gotta get some shit
I think that's
figured out.
so you could like rig up the air assist to like blow up a fucking goblin.
Yep. Wacky inflatable arms, man.
I could do that. This
Then
fucking
you
big
could
ass
have the
thing.
beam combiner literally just turn on your red light on your fiber and have like a beam diffractor, and it just
A
be like
crystal. A
yeah,
prism.
that's it. Get a prism and make it. Pew. Just there you go, all day.
Well, I do. I like. Well, I actually found an old picture. You know what? Let me find that shit. You guys can get a kick out of this if I can find it.
Oh boy.
I was just before I had kids and shit, man. Oh my. You guys
When
keep
I used
talking,
to be
I'll find this
cool.
sucker. Shit, pretty much.
Shit.
I told students that.
Here's a question. Boyce, don't answer. Did young Boyce have hair, or has he just always been bald? Has he always just shaved it?
I feel like he had a bouffant.
What the
Like
fuck is a bouffant? English,
It's
please.
like a coiffed hair. Like I feel like you ever remember like the guy from Greece?
It's called
Oh, yeah.
comb over.
Okay,
Comb
okay.
over.
Yeah,
comb over.
bouffant. In the South,
was-
it's a bouffant.
I was gonna say until Boyce hit 25, he definitely had a mullet.
Oh, I
Oh.
can totally see
Oh,
mullet
I can
boys.
see it, Kyle.
Maybe.
Good.
What
That's
Party
good.
in the front.
Good answer. Yep.
What?
Oh
Look at those peaches, Jimmy. Woo!
Was that mullet, Boyce?
Explain
Nope.
what we
my
just saw.
God. I
So-
immediately took a screenshot of that.
Holy
and sent it
shit.
to Miranda.
Oh, why didn't I print screen? God
Oh,
damn
I
it.
got you, dude. I got
So
you.
that year, I was an overweight. I was an overweight stripper, right? So I had that suit. I put some tassels on the titties and a thick red tongue, and I bought a red boa and this blonde wig. So my buddy Manuel's wife put literal, like for real, makeup on my whole fucking face and shit. I'm just drinking beers.
The thing that's really jumping out, honestly, I mean,
goatee.
first it's the nipples with
Yes.
the tassels. That's the first thing. The second thing that jumps out at me is the fucking goatee, dude.
With the blonde hair.
That's rough. That's rough. That's a
Boy,
rough
boy.
photo.
You're talking 25 years ago, probably, man.
By the way,
God.
do you see the mullet? That like you can see the mullet. I know you're wearing a wig, but I can see you with the mullet just from that picture.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Can we get a normal picture of you there?
It's
So
back
dirt,
again.
baby.
Did you take a picture of yourself the day after this party? Like that's what I want to see. I want to see what you look like in like your natural existence.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, that's rare. I didn't have a lot of pictures, honestly, from back then.
You know what's
You're-
really
you're
shocking
with
though is how quickly he found that picture.
I know he's just like
I know about when I downloaded
it's in his recent favorites.
That's what I was gonna say. It's definitely in his favorites. Like he's at like Starbucks in line and he's like, "Hey, you want to see a real funny photo, lady?" And it's just some random woman who's like, "I don't know who you are. Please leave me alone." And he's just like, "Check it out."
When Boyce gets denied service to places, he's like, "Do you know who I am?" It's like,
I am Boyce 9.0.
you know,
God dang it.
Right. I'm
oh,
evolving.
That is
That's
at
fucked
least,
up.
but oh, dude, this is so great. Look at Anthony Montez in chat right now.
shit. What is he doing?
He's like, I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm looking at.
Did
like,
you drop it?
No, you put it in there. You put it in the chat for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Anthony's just like, what is happening right now?
Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Whoopsie.
Spoilers.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That is so wonderful. The best part is like all of us who know what the hell's going on. I can just picture Anthony right now, like in his chair, sitting there, like, what the fuck is happening?
Dude,
J Mac's gonna wake up and see that.
Anthony's so funny. I wish that we could have him on the show, but his fucking internet is so bad, and it's just like, what is this?
What's happening right now?
Is that young Boyce?
That's little Boyce with his first fucking transformer, dude.
I mean, that's cool, but
Hey.
that's too little.
Are you wearing like a cap from Newsies?
I don't
Was
know.
that-
It's probably some yard sale camouflage hat or some shit.
Heck yeah, man. I was gonna say that's like the cool, like those little cool short brim hats that you had from like, you know.
So that's literally the only picture I have of me as a kid is probably that one.
How
I
do
don't
you have
a lot of
access to those pictures so fast? If you told me to look, I would never find them.
Google
I mean, I
Photos,
could find
man.
pictures of me as a kid.
Oh,
I
there
have
you go.
Google Photos,
Okay.
so I can just scroll back to the year. You know, you
Well, I
just
have
type,
the internet and I know things. Okay,
No,
great.
like,
Fuck you guys.
We didn't have a lot of pictures growing up because we moved around a lot and got evicted from every place where we lived at. We're poor, and so like all of our pictures got thrown away in the storage bin or some shit.
Oh, yeah,
You
I'm
don't
sure.
Pay your rent, and so you don't pay your bills. They throw away all your shit. So I don't like have pictures of me as a kid. And so like my aunt found some pictures of me and sent them to me. So I actually have some.
Oh, so you actually have them
Um,
like digitized, basically.
Yeah, she just took a picture of it. And sent it
All
to me.
right, okay.
So like I don't have a lot of those pictures growing up as a kid and shit. And it's like I have a few. So I just have a few of growing
For
up.
me, I have like a good chunk of like photos and home videos from when I was like 1 to like 6, and then my life is blank until I'm like 19. So it's
you
just
like
annoyed the fuck out of
The
them.
very first
I don't
episode of Laser Everything. It's just 28 years gone.
exactly.
Hey guys, welcome to Laser Everything.
I love to see, and like people fucking, when I was growing up, people were fucking taking pictures of me nonstop. So where the fuck are all these pictures?
Exactly. Yeah,
They're saving it's your rookie card. They're saving it. 25 years from now, you'll see it. You're gonna be your rookie card. You taking your first step.
I want to see a picture of Kyle in 1997.
Well, here's the thing. So
Kyle's
my brother
like,
is
you're
10.
looking at him.
Yeah, no. My brother is 10 years older than me. So he was born early 80s. I was born in 90. And you could not tell us apart looking at the first like 8 years of our life. The only difference is he had glasses way earlier than I did. So I got glasses in 5th grade. I think he had glasses in like 3rd or 2nd.
You guys,
But if you
guys
got
have
a photo,
parents?
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy, dude. 10 years.
and and apparently the photos of my dad when he was a kid, which are very difficult to find these days, but apparently we looked very similar to him even. So
Okay, I found one of the military one that I have. It's actually kind of funny because I have no facial hair and hair on my head. This is whoopsie shit, wrong button.
Oh my god.
That's me right there back in the day with hair on me head. Hair.
Hair on
No
your neck.
hair.
Wow, look at that.
No hair.
Oh, what a
Interesting.
luscious looking line.
your head is inverted. There's hair on top, but not below.
Flipped. Yeah. The military, I grew my hair out because I wasn't supposed to. I've always been a fucking anti-conformist, I guess. But as
Yeah,
soon as
I
I got
know.
out,
We
I
all
started
remember
buzzing
how
my
you
hair.
didn't want to
Perfect-
shave your
perfect fit
beard,
for the
and then
military.
the second that you didn't have to shave your beard to get the job anymore, you shaved it.
Gonzo. Fuck you, man. Yeah. I'm
Literally,
always
though,
an
You know,
antagonist.
I've heard, and I'm not extensively, experienced in this area, so I could be totally wrong. But I've heard that the military is not the best place for nonconformists.
I definitely got in trouble a couple
Bulk of
times.
their time.
Yeah, boy. I like Boyce. That'd be fun.
You know what's funny is one time we were out in it was in Marseille, France, and we couldn't get a ride back to the ship from the bar because my friend was like we could have dragged him back to the taxi. He's like, no GI Joes, no fucking way, you're throwing up my cab. We're like, God damn it. So I was the senior petty officer of all of us, and I was like, fuck, man, we're gonna be late, which means you're gonna get in trouble. So if we're trouble for being 2 minutes late or 12 hours late, trouble's trouble. So whatever.
8
Fuck
to
it.
12 hours.
So we just
Fuck
stayed
it.
out all goddamn night and drank until 6 in the morning. And we
That a
snuck
boy.
back on the boat. But we were fucking half drunk and didn't shave or just like shit. We snuck back on the boat, and luckily my officer was a new officer and he was on watch. We were supposed to be in at 2 a.m. He signed us in and to cover for
Oh,
us.
nice.
So I owed that motherfucker.
He probably didn't want to get his ass chewed out
Right.
by his boss.
He didn't want to be in front of the old man
Yeah.
because of us. And so I
How the
got back
fuck
to
do you
just-
sneak onto a military boat?
Well, they were doing like
Gotta be a
6
sneaky
a.m.
seaman.
So 6 yeah. That's how people get pregnant, you know?
I was gonna ask
But-
Boyce how many other children he has, because he's saying he's an empty nester, but also he went to France when he was in the military. So
No, I didn't fuck around over there, man. People are crazy.
Ooh la la.
No, but like
Omelette du fromage.
Yeah. But France, fuck France, first of all. Sorry, French people. But France fucking hates our guts. They fucking hate us. So fuck them.
By the way, he wasn't saying sorry French people. He was saying sorry you're French people. Like, what a dick, boys.
Those motherfuckers hated us, dude. We couldn't get a taxi anywhere. We couldn't get a cab. Assholes. But yes, we got in trouble. We wound up getting in trouble with my officer, not the old man. So we get like rode up and like restricted to the ship and lose money. What's up, buddy? but yeah, he made me do a lot of bullshit work for about like a couple weeks. You know, maybe stay late and come on early and all that bullshit. But
Yeah.
I thought it was worth it. It's a great time. Yeah, military was a fun 4 years.
I don't think I would have. I think I would have done well in the military, but I'm glad I didn't go that route for me.
Yeah,
I'd have gotten
just
a
think-
lot of trouble.
it's
I would have
definitely
Yeah.
not for everybody,
a lot
man.
of trouble.
It's definitely not for everybody. I'm talking about I work with some dumb motherfuckers. Good Lord. Not every veteran is the same.
Yeah.
Well, the only
Totally.
reason I'm saying I'm glad I didn't go that route is like it was right at 9/11 was my senior year,
Mm.
and literally everybody was gung ho to go do something about it, and there were like every single one of my friends attempted to join the military, including me. Like I took the ASVAB. I went all the way up to like MEPS. And when they said, hey, you got to go do MEPS, which is the medical exam for people who don't know,
Mhm.
the guy like basically said, oh yeah, what do you have? And I said, I've got psoriasis. And he goes, oh yeah, that's one of the 4 things you can't have. Sorry. So basically he was like, you're out. You can't even go to MEPS. Like there's no point. So I was like, oh, okay. So, but the thing
It
is,
wasn't like back then in the days. It wasn't like that. Was
well,
it?
actually, now it's been that way since the 60s, apparently, because,
Really?
yeah, because it's like it can turn into like open wound stuff, and you can easily get like if you're going to like Iraq,
Get
Afghanistan,
infected.
all the places that have like all kinds of foreign stuff,
Yep.
that it's real easy. Then what happens is you're gonna get medically tapped out, and they're gonna pay for you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And they could have
They don't
stopped
want
it.
that.
No, they don't want because you'll be in there. They'll train you for 8 months,
Yeah.
send you away for 2 months, and then pay for you for 45 years. So
Yep.
basically, they were trying to keep their money in their pocket on that one.
Yep.
But
I
the
will-
other 3 or 4 of my friends went in there, and one of my friends actually became he worked at the White House in Camp David, and so now he's like a SWAT sniper and all kinds of cool shit, dude. Like it's
Damn.
crazy, yeah. So
Nice.
that's what he does now for a job, and he's like, by the way, Jimmy, he's smaller than you are.
That's perfect. That's what
There's
they
And
want.
he will fucking rip your face off your
Wait a
body.
minute. So there's
That's
an
So you're telling me-
Good for him.
You're-
Good for him.
I'm just telling you,
You're
like,
telling
so
me
small.
you're telling me
people
he's a
think
pocket-sized sniper?
probably Polly Pocket Sniper.
They call it compact people. That's good.
But you know what? You can say that to him when you meet him one day, and I'll let you see how that plays out. So he's really one of the calmest guys ever. But it's really weird because you know what I'm talking about. Like military people can like turn it on
Yep.
if they have to, and
Snap.
well because they're trained to, like
Yeah.
situational. And there was just one time where we were people were messing with him like, come on man, what are you gonna do? And he was like, like threw somebody about 5'11" on their ass in like 2 seconds, and everybody was like, okay. Like it was pretty cool. Anyways, but I hearing the stories I heard from all the ones who went into military though, whew, it's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
If you go in the
I
would-
army,
I would
Much
never-
less
I
than
would
just a
never make
haircut.
I would never make it through boot camp.
No, you would not.
I would not. I would not. Hey, get up! Hey, fuck you! I'm sleeping. I'd be.
I'll
over
call
it.
you a liar right to your face right now, Jimmy. Ain't no fucking way. Trust me on that shit, bro. You ain't gonna be
What?
flipping nobody off at boot camp.
Okay, but I would say fuck you,
ain't
and
gonna-
I'd be
you
in a
ain't gonna
lot
say
more
fuck
trouble.
No,
You ain't
saying
gonna say
he's in
fuck
trouble.
you. You ain't gonna say nothing. Trust me on that.
Well, when he's picking up his teeth off the floor, there you go.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
I
be
would
saying fuck
definitely
you and all that
quit,
stuff. It
though.
just
I
won't work.
I would
would
definitely
not.
quit. I would never.
Yeah.
I can't put up with that kind of horse shit.
I don't
And
even think I
get
could
it.
pass the
You need
physical
it.
requirements at this
Yeah.
point. I think
No, you need it if you want to be in it. You need it. I understand that, but I would never. I just no.
Well, it's not for everybody. That's for sure.
No, it's not for everybody. But yeah, but I
No.
understand what you're saying though.
No,
you
nobody
need it.
talks shit, man, because it's just never met with any kind of positive.
And the
feedback.
problem is too, my friend told me if somebody does that kind of shit, they're not the person who gets in trouble, by the way. It's everybody else.
And then you
And
get in
then-
trouble from everybody else.
And then
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
know the
Yeah,
rule.
everybody's pulling your bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
Bro.
they your shit.
That's when they get the sock and the soap bar out and beat your ass in the middle of the night.
Full
I
circle.
wouldn't run from a bear.
But if they did that, they won't hear the bang. They will definitely not hear the bang in the middle of the night. Trust me.
I wouldn't run from a bear, dude. For
You
real.
don't gotta be
Like
fast. You can be faster than the slowest guy.
I would like to think
Alex
that
would shit
I
himself.
would, but I wouldn't. I would just be like, you know, like
This is how it ends.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you firsthand, I haven't run from a bear. There you go.
Perfect.
Good Lord.
We're an hour. We did it.
True.
Bonus.
We fucking did it. Yeah, it'll be bonus time here shortly. I'm gonna see. I just sent Miranda a message. I was like, "Do you want to come on the bonus episode?
Let's go.
Nugget's still up. What are we doing?" So I will figure that out, and we'll get to a bonus for you guys. Not that you're gonna see it anytime soon because I'm 2 bonus episodes behind on eStop at this point, but you'll
But
listen to it
bonuses are just
eventually.
that. Bonuses are just that. They're not even promised. They're bonus.
Well, they're promised to our Patreon supporters.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
If you want to support this show or anything else that ends up going up on the personal YouTube channel, guys, I guess I have to change that too. From the emergency stop Patreon to just a Alex Patreon. But for right now, I think it's patreon.com/emergency stop. Or you can check the links. We'll have them in the description of the show or the video if you're watching on YouTube. If you haven't, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's just Alexander Salidi on YouTube. We're going to have some Pokemon shit up there. I'm definitely going to be making this picture of Boyce, the fucking channel background, no doubt, in my mind whatsoever. And I don't know. I guess that's it. If you're listening to this, guys, on Apple Podcasts, rate and review 5 stars, even though we don't deserve it. Let us know what the worst thing you ever did to your brother was, or sister, I suppose. We really want to hear about that. You don't have to write a review. Just let us know what the worst thing you did to your sibling was, and leave us a 5-star rating. That goes a long way to help us and get the show in front of more people. Thanks for spending another night with me, gentlemen. I appreciate you guys. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and take our leave.